Hello to all lovers of fluffy mysteries. Have you seen how your cat twitches its paws or whiskers in its sleep? Maybe you've noticed how it makes quiet sounds as if hunting something in its dreams? The amazing world of feline dreams is a true universe of secrets that modern science is only beginning to explore. Today, we'll dive into a fascinating journey through the dreams of our fluffy companions and learn 7 incredible facts about cat dreams that are completely confirmed by scientific research. If you're interested in learning what your pets dream about when they close their eyes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss new episodes about the mysterious world of domestic animals. And now, make yourselves comfortable. We're embarking on a journey through feline dreams. First fact, cats dream just like humans do. Many of us have observed how a sleeping cat moves its whiskers, twitches its paws, or even makes quiet sounds. These observations make us wonder, do our pets see dreams? Scientific research gives a definitive answer. Yes, cats really do dream, and the mechanism of their dreaming is surprisingly similar to humans. Scientists studying animal sleep use electroencephalography, or EEG for short, to track brain activity during sleep. Research shows that cats, like humans, have different phases of sleep, rapid and slow sleep. Rapid sleep, also known as the rapid eye movement phase, is precisely the period when dreams occur. During this phase, the cat's brain shows activity very similar to the waking state, although the body remains motionless thanks to temporary muscle paralysis, a mechanism that prevents physical embodiment of actions from dreams. This is exactly why a cat doesn't actually run and jump when it dreams of hunting. Interestingly, pioneering research in this field was conducted back in the 1960s by French scientist Michel Jouvet. He discovered that if you deactivate the muscle paralysis mechanism in cats during the rapid sleep phase, they begin to move as if chasing prey, even though their eyes remain closed. This became one of the first scientific proofs of the existence of dreams in animals. Modern research using more advanced equipment has confirmed these early observations and shown that the structure of cat sleep has much in common with human sleep, although with its own peculiarities, which we'll discuss further. Second fact, cats sleep almost twice as much as humans. If it seems to you that your pet spends most of the day in the arms of Morpheus, you're absolutely right. Scientific observations show that the average adult cat sleeps from 13 to 16 hours per day, which is almost twice the average human sleep duration of about 8 hours. And kittens and elderly cats can sleep even more, up to 20 hours a day. Such increased need for sleep is connected to several biological factors. First, cats are predators. And in the wild, hunting requires enormous energy expenditure. Sleep helps them restore strength between periods of activity. Even house cats that don't need to hunt for food have retained this evolutionary feature. Second, researchers have discovered that prolonged sleep plays an important role in the functioning of cats' immune systems. During deep sleep, their bodies produce various protective cells and antibodies that help fight infections and diseases. However, despite the long duration of sleep, cats rarely immerse themselves deeply and for long periods. Most of the time, they're in a state of drowsiness or light sleep, ready to wake up instantly at the slightest rustle. This feature is also a legacy of their wild ancestors, for whom vigilance even during rest was a matter of survival. Scientists from the University of Edinburgh conducted an interesting study showing that house cats adjust their sleep schedule to their owner's daily routine. If a person is active during daytime, the cat will sleep more during the day and show greater activity in the evening and early morning. However, if the owner works night shifts and sleeps during the day, the pet can change its sleep cycle to spend more time with the human. Third fact: in sleep, cats relive events from the past day. If you've ever wondered what your cat sees in its dreams, science can offer some answers. Studies of brain activity in sleeping animals show that cats, like humans, often replay events from the past day in their dreams. Neurobiologists from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology conducted an experiment in which they tracked the activity of specific neurons in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for forming memories. They discovered that during the rapid sleep phase in cats, the same neural circuits that were involved during their waking hours become activated. For example, if a cat spent the day playing with a new toy, exploring unfamiliar space, or interacting with other animals, these same patterns of brain activity were repeated during sleep. Scientists suggest that this process plays an important role in memory consolidation, turning short-term memories into long-term ones. Particularly interesting is that the cat's brain pays more attention to emotionally significant events. If something happened during the day that caused strong emotions, whether fear, excitement, or pleasure, the likelihood that the cat will dream about it increases significantly. This fact has practical significance for owners. If you notice that your cat sleeps restlessly after a stressful event, such as visiting the veterinarian or loud fireworks, this may be connected to the fact that it's reliving these events in its dreams. Creating a calm atmosphere before sleep can help your pet have more pleasant dreams. Fourth fact: cat dreams become shorter with age. The duration of dreams in cats is directly connected to their age, and science has discovered an interesting pattern. The older a cat becomes, the shorter the periods of its rapid sleep become, during which dreams occur. Research shows that in kittens, the rapid sleep phase can constitute up to 50% of total sleep time. This is significantly more than in adult cats, where this phase occupies only about 25%. In elderly cats, this indicator decreases even more, to 15 to 20%. Scientists connect this feature to the development of the nervous system. In kittens, the brain is actively forming, new neural connections are being established, and the rapid sleep phase plays a key role in this process. During dreams, the young brain practices various skills, from hunting to social interaction, even when the body is at rest. As cats mature, when the main neural pathways are already formed, the need for such intensive nighttime training decreases. However, even in elderly cats, dreams continue to play an important role in maintaining cognitive functions and emotional well-being. Interestingly, although the duration of the rapid sleep phase decreases with age, the total sleep time in elderly cats often increases. This is connected to slowing metabolism and decreased physical activity, which requires less energy and, accordingly, less intensive recovery during sleep. Some researchers also note that the nature of dreams may change with age. In young cats, dreams are often connected to play and exploring the surrounding world, while dreams of elderly cats may be calmer and less dynamic, which is reflected in more peaceful movements during sleep. Fifth fact: cats can have nightmares. Have you ever observed how your pet suddenly wakes up with a frightened look or makes anxious sounds in its sleep? Scientific data confirms what many owners suspected intuitively. Cats, like humans, can have nightmares. Studies of brain activity and physiological reactions in sleeping cats have revealed all the signs indicating negative dreams. During presumed nightmares, cats show rapid heartbeat, irregular breathing, and elevated levels of stress hormones in the blood, such as cortisol and adrenaline. Feline nightmares can be connected to traumatic events from the animal's past experience. They're especially common in cats that have experienced abuse, homelessness, or serious medical procedures. In this respect, the mechanism of nightmares in cats is very similar to post-traumatic stress dreams in humans. Veterinary behaviorists note that regular nightmares can be a sign of chronic stress or anxiety in a cat. If you often notice that your pet sleeps restlessly, wakes up in panic, or shows other signs of distress during sleep, it might be worth consulting a veterinarian. Interestingly, research also shows the effectiveness of supportive therapy for cats with regular nightmares. Creating a safe, predictable environment using pheromone diffusers, and in some cases even special calming medications, can significantly improve the animal's sleep quality. Scientists suggest that, as in humans, nightmares in cats may play an adaptive role, helping the brain process and integrate negative experiences. However, too frequent or intense nightmares may indicate problems with the animal's psychological well-being that require attention. Sixth fact: a cat's body position during sleep reflects its level of security. If you carefully observe your pet, you've probably noticed that cats assume various poses during sleep. It turns out these poses aren't random. They carry important information about how safe and comfortable the animal feels. Researchers of feline behavior identify several main sleeping positions, each of which has its own meaning. When a cat sleeps curled up in a tight ball, with its head pressed to its body and tail wrapped around itself, it's in a defensive pose. This position minimizes open, vulnerable areas of the body and conserves heat. In the wild, such a pose helps felines protect themselves from predators and survive in cold conditions. If your cat often sleeps in such a pose, this may mean it doesn't feel completely protected in the surrounding environment. Conversely, when a cat sleeps on its back with an open belly and sprawled paws, this demonstrates absolute trust and a sense of security. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body, and in the wild, they never expose it unless they feel completely protected. If your pet sleeps in such an open pose, you can be sure it completely trusts you and feels comfortable in your home. An intermediate position is sleeping on the side with extended paws. This pose indicates that the cat is relaxed but still maintains some readiness for action if necessary. Scientific observations show that a cat's body position can change during sleep depending on the phase. During deep, slow sleep, they more often assume more relaxed poses, while during drowsiness or rapid sleep, they may be in more alert positions. Interestingly, research has also revealed a correlation between a cat's social status and its sleeping pose. Dominant cats in multi-cat households more often sleep in open, vulnerable poses, demonstrating their confidence, while cats with lower status prefer protective positions. Observing how your cat sleeps can give you valuable information about its emotional state and comfort level in the environment. If you notice that a pet that usually slept relaxed suddenly begins sleeping in a tense curled pose, this may be a sign of stress or discomfort requiring your attention. Seventh fact: cats see colorful dreams. For a long time, scientists believed that animals see black and white dreams, but modern research has completely refuted this assumption. Today, the scientific community is confident cats see colorful dreams, although their color perception differs from humans. To understand how cats see dreams, it's necessary first to understand how they perceive colors in the real world. Unlike humans, who possess trichromatic vision, we distinguish red, green, and blue colors, cats have dichromatic vision, meaning their retina contains only two types of color-sensitive cells. They distinguish blue and green colors well, but have limited perception of the red spectrum. Scientists from the University of California conducted a series of experiments in which they compared the activity of the visual cortex in cats' brains during wakefulness and in the rapid sleep phase. The results showed striking similarity in neural patterns, which indicates that visual images in cats' dreams are formed by the same mechanisms as in ordinary vision. From this, researchers concluded that cats see dreams in the same color range in which they perceive the real world, with predominant blue and green shades and less pronounced red tones. Interestingly, colors in feline dreams may be even more saturated than in reality. This is connected to the fact that during sleep, the brain isn't limited by physical parameters of light waves and can create brighter and more contrasting images. Another confirmation that cats see colorful dreams is their reaction to colored objects after waking. Researchers noticed that if a cat dreamed of a bright object of a certain color, after waking, it may show increased interest in objects of similar coloring. A logical question arises. If cats see colorful dreams, then what exactly do they dream about? Scientists suggest that the content of feline dreams is closely connected to their daily activities and instincts. House cats may dream of hunting mice, playing with favorite toys, exploring territory, or interacting with owners. Moreover, all these images are probably colored in the same blue and green tones that dominate their visual perception of the real world. Summarizing our journey into the world of feline dreams, I want to note how amazing creatures our fluffy companions are. Their consciousness, even during sleep, shows complexity and depth that never cease to amaze scientists. We learned that cats, like humans, see dreams, relive events from the past day in them, and can even have nightmares. We found out that the duration of their sleep changes with age, and body position during rest can tell us much about how safe they feel. And perhaps the most amazing discovery is that feline dreams are filled with colors, although their color palette differs from humans. Understanding how and what our pets dream not only satisfies our curiosity, but also helps create more comfortable conditions for them. A calm atmosphere before sleep, a safe place to rest, and positive impressions during the day. All this contributes to healthy sleep and pleasant dreams for our fluffy friends. And what have you noticed in your cat's behavior during sleep? What poses does it assume? Have you noticed how it moves its paws or makes sounds as if hunting something in its dreams? Share your observations in the comments. Let's together create an even more complete picture of the mysterious world of feline dreams. If you like this video and learned something new about your pets, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Very soon, we'll reveal even more amazing secrets about the behavior and abilities of our domestic animals that will make you look at them in a new way. And for now, sweet dreams to you and your fluffy friends. See you in the next episode.